Hi guys, I am doing a reading from my bed today, so I apologize for the shakiness, but when I read, I normally read from my bed. This is just my comfortable spot, my room, and my energy, so if you'll forgive me for it, I'm going to read from here today, and I hope that the camera shaking is not super annoying for you. I've got some notes because I had some interesting questions. I'm not going to probably get them all in one video, so I may make 2 videos today, but we'll see how it goes. So the first question we're going to ask today is how the British people feel about Meghan Markle. In particular, how are they feeling right now about Meghan? I know that there may be some people that like her, there may be some that dislike her. I'm just going to ask sort of in general how the British people feel about Meghan. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Wands, Judgment in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. This popped out before I was really asking the question, but I went ahead and took it, and this made me laugh because it's, Ten of Wands is, a lot of work, a lot of effort. I get 2 things with this, 2 feelings with this, and one is that Meghan's a lot of work. Okay, that was the first thing that came to mind, and it made me laugh. She's a lot of work. Okay, you guys are having to put up with a lot. But then the other is that she worked very hard to get her situation to where it is right now. And whether you respect that or not, I do think that's the case. I think she's been singular focused and one-minded, very tunnel vision on getting what she's got right now. Judgment in reverse is, usually judgment is rebirth, a new beginning, being called to your life's purpose even. When it's in reverse, it's sort of the opposite of those things. It's difficult for me to articulate really. Judgment in reverse is not the new start that you hoped for. It's the opposite of those things. So it's not a triumphant return or a triumphant beginning or hope. It's none of those things. It makes me feel like she's not who the British people wanted. And then, of course, we have this card, Nine of Pentacles. And it's a positive card usually in readings, but in this one, I just think that it means that she's seen as someone who values the opulence and the wealth more than anything else. This card makes me laugh sometimes, too, because it's so flaunting of abundance. Okay, she's got a falcon on her, you guys. She's become a falconer because why not? Because she's got all this money, and it's just a little bit ridiculous and funny. So I don't know if that's accurate, but I feel like it is, and it made me laugh. So next question is whether I had a viewer ask this question. Okay, I'm not asking this question for myself. Was Meghan Markle a prostitute at any point? Was she a yacht girl? Like we keep hearing the rumors about that's how she actually met Harry, was that she had slept with a friend of his and then was introduced, allegedly, this is not my opinion. This is just what has been said. That's how she actually met Harry, and that's why there's so many different stories on how they met, because nobody wants to tell the real story of how they met. I don't know. I don't know if I think that's true or not. We have Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Gosh, I don't even want to say this. It feels like a yes. Especially with the 9 and 10. It feels very much like a social climbing situation, okay? Sorry, guys, my camera fell down. She's climbing the stairs, right, to get to where she wants to be. Usually when I do a yes or no question, I just read positives as yes and negatives as no, depending on the energy. And this feels very much like a yes. This feels like walking up the stairs in secret, in the dark, things that nobody knows about, keeping things hidden, and then being totally, completely fulfilled when your ship comes in, so to speak. And then Ace of Pentacles is a seed of new beginnings. It's the planting of a mighty oak. It has a great deal to do with wealth, with new wealth coming in, with new wealth offers. So I think that all of those cards together are a resounding yes for those of you who are wondering whether Meghan Markle was a yacht girl and if that's how she met Harry. It looks like yes, it looks like there was a plan in place. And like the other card said, she did work to make this happen, okay? And that's not me saying, and that's not my question, so please don't flame me in the comments. I'm just answering questions that you guys are asking, okay? I have a question for myself, and that is whether Samantha Markle is telling the truth about, you know, the things that she's saying in interviews and the things that she's writing in her book. Is Samantha Markle telling the truth about Meghan? My gut when I watch her, when I hear her speak, is that yes. And she's angry and she's indignant. And, you know, some people think that she ought to keep her mouth shut, but she's angry, you guys. And you don't, that doesn't come from a rational thought type of place. Her behavior is not coming from a place of how is this making me look, you know, or what are people going to think of me. She is just wanting to blast the truth out there, you know. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Because I have. It's not always the most mature thing. Yeah, okay, we have the Tower in reverse and the High Priestess. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say usually, you know, Tower upright is, we refer to traumatic events in life as Tower moments. Divorce, death, you know, anything that is very difficult to walk through is a Tower moment. If my husband came home today and said, you know, I met the love of my life and it's not you and I'm leaving, that would be a Tower moment for me. Tower moment in reverse can sometimes still mean trauma, but it means that it does not affect you in a Tower way. But it can also be a hopeful card, less about the destructive nature of negative things that happen in your life and more about how to see those as positives, okay? And then with the High Priestess, this just tells me, you know, yes, she's telling the truth. This is somebody who's very connected. This is somebody who's very intuitive. I always, when I ask a yes or no question and I get the High Priestess, I always hear, you already know. That's the phrase that I always hear and get with the High Priestess. You already know the answer to the question that you're asking, okay? So I'm going to go with a yes. You guys can interpret these however you like. I don't feel like the answers are super specific today, but that's what I got. And then I'm going to do a part 2 of this video so that we can do some more questions. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Add your opinions here. I love it when you do that. And you feel free to ask questions. And I'll chat with you on part 2. Bye-bye.